Hey everybody, how's it going? This is Raymond. Welcome to my channel, Crypto Success Strategies. In this channel, I want to talk to you about different strategies or methods you can use to be successful in crypto. Today, we're going to talk about the drip network and specifically the faucet, the animal farm, and the garden. And it's mostly for beginner investors on this episode. Just want to show you different ways that you can invest if you don't have a lot of money or a lot of experience. So stay tuned. Okay, so let's first start off talking about what the drip network is. According to Forex Shark and his team, the drip network is the latest project developed by Forex Shark and his team. The official token of the drip network is the drip coin. It's a BEP20 coin that's found on the blockchain network. I'm sorry, the Binance Smart Chain network. And it captures its value by being scarce, deflationary, censorship resistant, and by being built on a robust, truly decentralized blockchain. The roadmap of the Drip network has several pieces to it. One of them, or a couple of them that's already been done, is that the have a private sale that's accessible to the RP34 DAO members, as well as a public sale that's accessible to supportive Telegram group members. In the future, it has goals of creating a cross-chain bridge that will be launching to provide a contract that allows you to seamlessly swap ERC20 and TRC20 tokens for DRIP using the exchange page on the DRIP network swap page. They also have plans to create NFT rewards for players who hit specific goals. They can use these rewards across the cross-chain bridge, and also as a reward for the team competitions as such. They're also asking or adding high ROI and liquidity locking contracts that will hopefully drive capital into the Drip network liquidity pool. And last but not least, the Drip network strategy that Forex and his team has laid out. It says its recommended strategy for trading Drip is the foundation contract, which can be found directly on the platform's website under the swap tab. It allows us to waive the 10% tax on buys, and it provides the lowest prices and highest liquidity, resulting in less slippage for larger trades. So if you're talking about the drip faucet, specifically, the drip faucet is a low risk, high reward contract that operates similarly to a high yield certificate of deposit by paying out 1% daily on investments up to 365%. Players can compound and extend their earnings through deposits, hydrating compounding, rewards, as well as through team-based referrals. So now let's switch gears over to the animal farm itself. The animal farm is pretty cool, I think. It has a lot of great features in it. It allows a lot of ways to invest your money and get rewarded in return. The animal farm has two native tokens. It's the dog token and the pig tokens. They're both innovative assets which allow for unique tokenomics, which balance each other perfectly, which allows for multitude of options for investors who want to take full advantage of the platform. If you're talking about pigs specifically, they are the governance token of the platform. You can stake those pigs, and that allow you to be an owner of the farm. Pigs have a 3% tax on sales transactions. Another token that we talked about is the dogs. The dogs are the native token of the farming network. Um, the animal farm and they're earned farms in the pools that you can use to stake your different tokens and in return receive dogs. Dogs have a 6% base tax on all transactions and an additional 3% on selling. But look, this is how it works. Half of that 6% base tax is sold for BUSD, and then they use this BUSD. This is sent to a vault, which is paid out in pigs. The other half of that base tax is paired with BUSD, and it is added to the liquidity pool. By doing this, they raise the floor price for dogs and makes it better for future transactions. And the last 3% sales tax is on is selling on its burn. Basically, it's a deflationary tactic they use to burn tokens, which will also help to increase the value of pigs, dogs, and the entire network itself. If you take a look at this slide here, it shows you how um, you can stake these certain things in order to receive pigs, and then you can use those pigs to receive BUSD. So in the first part here, you'll see that there's three slides or three groupings, and these are your farming opportunities to earn pigs. You can farm dogs. You can earn pigs through dogs to BUSD pair. You can farm with dogs to wrap BNB pair, or the one that I have highlighted or circled here is the one that I use, which is I farm drip BUSD in order to get pigs directly. And then you can see there, you take your pigs that you earn, you pop them into the pig pen, and the pig pen has an interest rate or APR attached to it that it generates BUSD. And then over to the left hand side, I'm sorry, the right hand side, you can see how you can stake the pigs to earn BUSD. And you can do this over and over again. So you can take that BUSD that you've generated, you can put it right back into the farm in any one of these farming opportunities that they have, or you can take it directly out and put it into your drip garden. And that's what we're going to talk about next. Okay, let's get into my personal favorite, which is the drip garden. Um, I think it's probably the best tool that they have out there right now to get the highest return on your money. I am not a financial advisor. I'm not a professional. I'm not an expert in crypto or the drip network in itself. This is just my opinion. And so please just make sure that you do your own research and you only invest what you're willing to lose. I'm sorry. So the drip garden, what it does is it allows you to do farming or staking as well. You can go in and you can use your BUSD to buy the drip BUSD liquidity pool token, and you can stake that into the garden and earn approximately a 3% daily return on your money. Um, in the white paper, they identified the drip garden as the animals on the animal farm always knew that the garden was just outside of the farm's property, but they never got to utilize its rich soil until now. It's really a fun way of describing what the garden is. And the drip BUSD LP garden game produces 3% daily according to the current mining efficiency rates. The harvest efficiency rate rises and falls as you and other animals buy plants, harvest seeds, and compound the earnings. The objective of this game is to harvest seeds sooner and more often than other animals. This in turn earns you more seeds to harvest faster. By buying more plants, using your daily seeds, and harvesting the drip BUSD LP tokens will 3 times your seeds over the next 30 days or less. The drip token can also be acquired with no tax by using the drip liberation contract that you can find on the Animal Farm platform. And so, another great feature about the drip garden is that you also have the opportunity to bring in referrals. They say that we understand the importance of promotion, and they have implemented a 5% referral commission on all gardeners brought using your referral link. Spoiler alert, I do have my referral link at the bottom of the in the description there. So please use that if you haven't already joined the Drip Garden or the Drip Network. I really appreciate it, and join my team, and hopefully I can get a 5% referral on anything that you do. So that's it as it relates to the Drip Network, the different opportunities that they have that you can invest your money in. You can go straight into the faucet, or you can play around in the animal farm, or you can become a gardener and grow plants and produce seeds. Either way it goes, it's a really good network to be involved in, and I really enjoy it. I think it's one of the best ones out there. And so I just want to show you really quickly a couple of spreadsheets that I developed, some calculators, if you will, that will show you what your investment will do over time. So just watch this next couple of minutes, and hopefully that'll be some help for you as well. Okay, so I'm going to talk about some of the different opportunities you have with the compounding strategy, either in the drip faucet, the drip garden, or just in the animal farm pool. Depending on whichever pool you choose, you can choose a single token pool or a double token pool. So for this particular video, I'm talking about the animal farm pool that's dealing with drip and B&B. So the first thing is, let's say you had $500 to deposit into either one of these accounts, and I want to take a look and see which one would actually give you the most return for your money. And so there are a few constants that I have here lined up under the green section, and then over here in this multicolored section you'll see the results. So let's not focus on that for now. Let's only focus on the constants, if you will. So at the time of making this video, we're talking about depositing $500. The current price of drip is about $105. The drip garden compound percent is currently at 3%, and that's kind of like the base. And if you've been in the garden long enough, this number will increase slightly over time. This DF stands for drip faucet, and what is their compound percent? In the drip faucet, you're getting about a 1% return per day. And in the farming pools, it's really based on the APY. And at the time of making this video, the APY for the uh, drip to BNB was about 365%. But of course, this is annual percent yield. So you want to take this number and divide it by the number of days of the year. This happens to be pretty close to 1%. It's just a little bit less, like 0.97% per day. Also took in consideration what the cost of a plant was if you're talking about the drip garden. And just for calculation purposes, I looked at how many seeds per day one plant generates and how many seeds it takes to actually buy one plant. And then I also took in consideration the number of seeds that I have on hand. This is when I was kind of building this out, but I'm going to make this back to zero, just so all of the calculations will make sense. So if you had a $500 deposit, as you see right here, and you decided to take a look at each one of these opportunities and see where it makes the most sense to invest, well, right off the bat, you're going to kind of pretty much tell that one with the highest yield, which is going to be the drip garden, is probably going to be the best scenario for you. And so let's see why that makes sense. So $500 deposit, on day one, you're going to get about 4.76 drip in the drip faucet. At the drip faucet percentage of 1% per day, you're looking at earning or gaining about 0.143 drip per day, which equates to approximately $5 a day. Over a week span, 7 days, you're looking at gaining about $35. And over 30 days or 4 weeks, you can make about $140. And your drip deposit value will still be at $500 on day one. This is only related to day one. So if you compound every day, meaning at the end of every day, I'm going to compound, I'm going to take this $5 earning, or in this 0.143 drip, and I'm going to roll it into the next day's numbers, you'll see how the drip deposits increase over time. Now I've highlighted some kind of milestones here every 7 days, just to kind of take a look at where you are in each one of these drip garden or drip faucet or reward opportunity levels. And so you can kind of see where you would be at certain milestones. So if I compounded every day in the drip garden just once a day, by day 7, I'll have 5.69 drip. That's an increase from the 4.76. Now I have 5.69, and I haven't added any more money out of my pocket into the faucet. The faucet is just growing on its own every day if I'm compounding every day. By the end of day 7, my value has increased from $500 to $530 because I've made, like I said, roughly about $5 a day during that time. And you can see here your daily earnings slightly increase day by day as long as you stay in the drip. So if we stretch this out over a 90-day period, we could see that roughly right about here, day 89, day 90, if you go to the end of the day, the very end of the day, you'll have 68.1 drip, and your garden value would be over $1,200. So in the course of 90 days, you put your $500 deposit in, and you'll have a garden value of about $1,200. Now, if you subtract out your $500, you're looking at a little over $700 in profit for that month. So now let's take a look at what happens in the drip garden. Same scenario, all the same variables apply. $500 deposit. On day one, when you deposit it into your garden, you're going to generate 91 seeds. I'm sorry, 91 plants. Every day, those plants are going to produce 86,400 plants, each one of them. So you're going to have a total of this number, 7,854,545 seeds that you're going to produce in that day. If you take that number and you divide it by how many seeds it takes to make one plant, you're going to see that you're going to gain 3 plants by the end of that day. Those 3 plants, if you multiply that by the cost of a plant cost, which you can see here, F3 times K7, this is K, this is 7. So F3 times K7 is going to give you $16.67 per day. If you do that every day for just this without compounding, by the end of the week, you'll have $116. And if you never compound it again, at the end of the month, you'll have $466.67. And your garden value would have grown. I'm sorry, I'll take that back. So on day one, at the end of the day, your garden value would have grown by $16.67, which is equal to your daily earnings. Again, in the yellow here, these are highlighted areas, little milestones every 7 days or so. So at the end of 1 week, your $500 deposit and your 91 plants have grown to 111 plants. And now instead of earning 3 plants per day, you're up to earning 4 plants per day. And again, your daily earnings has increased from $16.67 to $20.29 per day. And then your value for your garden at the end of the 7 days, now your value of the garden is worth $629. So already in 1 week, you've increased by $129 if you're compounding every day, these 3 plants every day. And so now you take that number and you go, okay, I want to stay in this garden for 90 days. What is it going to look like in 90 days? Well, at the end of day 90, you're going to be sitting on about 1,739 plants. 1,739 plants. You're going to be earning about 58 plants per day. Your daily earnings in dollars is about $318 per day. If you stretch that out over a week and you never compound it again after you hit this number, you're going to be taking in $2,231.45 every single week. Now, if you take that number every single week, by the end of the month, you'll have $8,925 that you can do whatever you want to do with. But overall, by the end of day 90, you will have 1,739 plants, and your garden value would be $9,882.12 from the $500 deposit that you put in. So now you're looking at about $9,382.12 of pure profit that you've been able to generate simply by compounding your seeds per day. Now, here's a spoiler alert. This is saying that I'm just going to compound once a day. All of these numbers here, just once a day. But the fact of the matter is, you want to compound as frequently as possible, because the sooner that you can compound, the sooner that one plant that you can add to your overall plants. And if you can do that somewhere around here on by day 60 or 70, you're looking at 20 to 30 plants per day. And that would only accelerate your plant growth in that process. But this is only looking at once a day, each of those days. So if we take a big picture, we take a look at all of the different opportunities, either in the drip faucet, the drip garden, or the farming pools. What I did here is I've taken a look at the different strategies and outlined or identified what the 90-day values would be in each one. So you can see here we're talking about the strategy of compounding. Our frequency, or how long we're going to leave this in here, is going to be 90 days. And so at the end of 90 days, I'm going to have a drip network. I'm sorry, a drip faucet value. I should change that. That should say faucet. A drip faucet value of $1,224. If I subtract my $500 out of that, you can see my profit would be somewhere around $700. In the drip garden, same scenario, 90 days at a 3%. I'm looking at making about $9,882.12. If I take my $500 deposit out of that, I can walk away with 900 $9,382 and some change. And the same here with the animal farm. I'm looking at about 1197 minus my $500 is going to give me about $600 or so. So when you take a look at everything and you're trying to decide how exactly do I want to spend my $500, where would I want to put it to get the biggest return on my money? By my calculations, I would definitely suggest that you look into the drip garden, because by far you can see the numbers are a huge difference between what you're going to make in the same amount of time with the same dollar amount. So I hope you liked what I talked to you about in this video. I have other Excel calculations that I do that will talk about some other strategies that you can use to increase your position throughout the drip network itself. But this is just a quick look to see what would I, or how would I spend my $500 investment, or any dollar investment for that matter, and see what my return would be on a particular frequency of time, and make the best decision on how I want to invest my money. And I'll leave a copy of this calculator. I'm actually going to put this over there in Google Docs. Leave it out there for you guys. I'll put a link for it in the description. But when you get this calculator, the only thing that you want to actually change here is whatever dollar amount you're considering, whatever the current drip price is for the time that you're going to be using it. Take a look at a different farming area and decide, and take a look to see what the APY is and the plant price. This one and this one are going to be pretty constant. If you're already starting, you can drop the number of seeds in. You can see where you're going to end up in that time frame as well. And so I hope this will be a great little tool just to kind of get you started in your analysis process on where you think that you want to spend your money. So hope you like this video. If you do, give me a thumbs up, give me a like. Hopefully there will be more videos like this to come. I really enjoy making these types of calculators. I really enjoy looking at the different types of analyzing the opportunities. And so I have a couple of more videos that are going to be coming down, and I think that you're going to like. One is talking about um, feeding one of these into another, and what would that do for the two different positions that you have. So stay tuned, like and share. I really appreciate your time. Thanks, guys.